Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I decided to change things up a little bit today, take my little plastic table outside and do a video outside because the weather was really nice. I think for the past week or so we've had some really bad snowy weather. Even though it's the end of February, it's still as if it's December. So I decided to just go ahead and take the video outside just to kind of have a change of background a little bit. Did want to talk today a little bit about some of the chess sets that you might encounter in regular stores. I'm not sure where you guys are from and as far as what type of chess sets you are able to buy in the stores, but I did want to show you a couple of examples of different chess sets that I have found recently in different stores around town. I'm just gonna go ahead and be honest and say that we really we don't have enough good chess sets out in the store. You can't just call up Walmart and be like, do you guys sell House of Stoughton, luxury chess set? They don't even they don't have a clue what you're talking about most of the time. And so it really ends up where if people are interested in getting a really nice chess set, they end up having to go to online and go through different venues, whether it's House of Stoughton, whether it's Chess Bazaar, or whether it's just finding other merchants who are going to be able to provide you with chess sets that are really nice. So I'm still always on the lookout. I'll go to Walmart and Target and I'll go through their game aisles, and you'll find chess sets or chess checker sets or chess set checkers, tic-tac-toe and domino together. So it's still better than nothing. With that being said, let me go ahead and show you guys a couple of really inexpensive chess sets that I was able to find in stores, and just kind of give you an idea as far as what it looks like. So here's one. This particular chess set was one that I've had forever, and hopefully I'll be able to get this on video, but it's just kind of a little box. One of the things that I don't necessarily like is the fact that the wood here is painted, and then it's really hard to be able to see because it's all brown color, and then you got the dark squares on a brown color, so it's not really super easy to get a distinction between the two different the two different squares. As far as the inside goes, you have the brown felt on the inside, and you have these really inexpensive small chess pieces. They're all felted on the bottom, but still the king is probably about 2 inches tall, and then the queen's about the same height, a little bit shorter. The pawns are so small, in fact, and so light that you would just have a really hard time being able to play something like this, especially if you're going to be looking to play this outside somewhere. Here's a bishop, and one of the knights is really kind of, the detail isn't necessarily all that pronounced on this. Rooks are pretty small too. They're not any bigger than the knights. And overall, let me go ahead and set this down. The light color and the dark color are pretty much the same wood. It's just that they use some kind of a stain here. My best guess is that they're using some kind of a processing method to where it's probably a lot quicker to make these pieces, just stamp them out in a way. And then because the knight doesn't really have a lot of detail in it, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to create these cuts in the back, and so it just sort of makes a pretty quick set overall. I was at Goodwill actually a couple of weeks ago, and I found this particular chess set, another one of these small inexpensive chess sets. Now this one, as you could see, does look a little bit better as far as being able to see the squares. You have the brown and the light, so a little bit better. Still, you have kind of a very similar staining, but one of the things that you'll see is when we open this up, you have the backgammon on the inside here, and let's go ahead and I'll show you guys the pieces. There's a couple of little baggies that come with this particular set, and little brown felt baggies. And if we open these up and just take the pieces out, you have the dark pieces. The light pieces are in the separate bag. Here we go. And then you have a little bag for what looks like probably backgammon. Yeah, a little dice, and then you have your little pieces for the other game. But Hopefully I'll be able to get this on video a little bit better, but as you could see, you have the light king, and then the dark queen. We can get the dark king. Once again, you know that these pieces are stained. Here we go. These pieces are stained, but they are gonna look a little bit better because it does look like a little bit more detail in the night overall. The bishop's still kind of small, but it still shows that there's been a little bit more detail that has been. Rooks are also not very big, but I feel like this set is a little bit more playable than the other one. The pawns are also fairly tiny. I don't know why they make these pieces just so small, because you know, people have larger hands. My hands are actually not that big, but these pieces are just so awfully small. But even in this situation, I ended up getting this whole set for about $4. Pretty good little wooden set. Felt bottoms just like on the other set. The colors here look a little bit nicer, as you could see. I'm gonna go ahead and set things up here in just a second and show you guys these sets up close so you guys can see the differences. I just wanted to show up close some of these pieces. So this one is the king from the darker box that we saw already. That is going to be the dark king. As you could see, it's kind of stained with something. Here's the light king in comparison. Here's the dark side. It's got a little bit more height to it, not a lot, but the stain that's been used has more of a shine to it, as you guys can see. Light king has a little bit more of a lacquer to it. Here's the same situation with the queens. These are the light and the dark queen to the darker box set. And then here's the dark queen to the other set, and the light queen to the other set. Here's going to be the dark knight and the light knight to the dark box set. The slightly more developed knights, but knights that actually are all of about the same height. They're not super tall, and they're not very heavy, just a little bit more detailed. Let's take a quick look at the bishops. We have the dark side bishop and the light side bishop, and then you could see the alternative light and dark side bishops, all of about the same height. A little bit of a change in shape, but overall very similar. Rooks, other set. Rooks are about the same in height as well. And then finally, let's take a look at the pawns. Here's the pawns to the darker set, and here's the pawns to the lighter set. Pawns are about the same height overall. Not much difference. You can see a little bit of a better development of overall pawns. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching my video. I'm hoping to get a couple of more House of Staunton chess sets here in the next couple of weeks. So if you guys are interested, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future content. And also let me know what you think about these chess sets. Once again, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.